Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And happy Father's Day. Yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there in the world. And I'm going to say this. When I say that, I mean every single one of y'all. Every single one of y'all. Every single one of y'all. Because even if you wasn't in your child's life, y'all have created some beautiful kids. Some amazing kids out here in the world. Either if you are in their life, or if you partially been in their life or never been in their life, I thank you, because we have some amazing kids out here in the world. Okay, amazing. And to the fathers that actually been in their kids' life, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And there's been so many things from so many levels. Either you grew up in a home where you had a father, or you grew up in a home without a father, or you grew up in a home where you had other people, family members, or your mother played father. Thank you for not allowing certain situations to cause issues in your life, so you can be able to provide the services to your own children. Okay, I thank y'all for being strong in this journey, in this process, because this world is not as easy as people think it is, but it is easy as you think it is. You know, not having a father in your life can cause rifts, and I know that personally. You know, I know that personally in a reality form. However, at the same time, you learn about other people throughout the process. So I'm going to say it like this. In my reality situation, not thinking about the stuff that happened to me, I have met some good people in the process that gave advice throughout my life. And a lot of times, even if you're not a father to your own child, you could still be giving out advice to someone else's child. Don't matter if they're a little kid or they're adult. I want y'all to know that I'm so proud for the ones that really allow themselves to get to understand their children, spend time with their children, that make their children a priority in their lives. I really appreciate you for doing that. Thank you for not giving up on yourself, and thank you for not giving up on them. For the mothers out there that had to play the father role, I thank you as well. I thank you for taking up the slack and doing your part to make sure that your kids at least learn the best that they can learn as a mother figure in their life, trying to explain what a father figure is supposed to be. I know it's hard, and I know sometimes some days you feel like giving up, but thank you for not giving up. To the people out there, the people in the world, the guys in the world that don't have kids, but you've been an amazing father to someone else's kids, thank you. They could be a step parent, that could be a coach, that could be a teacher, that could be a neighbor. It could be a friend of the family. Thank you. Because even though they may not be your biological kids, the connection make them your child. Because we are a village. We are a village. And we're here to help each other. We are here to help pull up the slack for when something is not being held the right way. Thank you for being protectors. For the musicians in the world, the TV, from the entertainment world, the ones that play strong father figures in these roles. I don't care if it was a movie, a TV show, music, however. Thank you. Because if it wasn't for those roles, a lot of men wouldn't even know how to be a man. Okay? A lot. So thank you. Y'all showed these kids what it looked like to have a father figure in a life. Y'all taught these men how to be men in a relationship. Even taught these females what to look for when being with a man. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you for your contribution to the world. See, people think just because you look at TV that, oh, it's just for entertainment. No, it's for growth and learning, because where the gaps are at in your personal life, they fill the gaps. They let you see there are options out there. They let you see there are solutions out there. They show you things that you maybe didn't know the answer to. Because a lot of times as parents, we don't know all the answers. We don't. Even for myself, being a mother, I knew what it was like being a single parent. I knew what it felt like to be in a relationship. And a lot of times I didn't know. I had to watch stuff on TV myself to learn a lot of things, to know what to look for, what to see, what makes something strong in a relationship. These TV shows, like the Cosby shows, that showed me what a mother's supposed to be like and a father. Parenthood, I used to watch that to see how a father plays around with his kids and the mother, how they acknowledge each other. You know, different things. Family Matters, how to have a stern type parent in the relationship, in the family dynamic. You know, these things. And I saw different, in different stuff, but these are things I saw. You understand? And we need more of that. We need more shows and things to show the ones that don't know how to know. Okay, so for the ones out here that play these roles and play these parts, I thank y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all shows, I wouldn't even be here. Y'all was the parents when there was hard times. Y'all was the father when I didn't know what to do in certain situations, how to walk away from certain people, how to understand when someone is playing mind games on you and playing manipulation games and stuff. I didn't know until I saw y'all. That's how I survived, watching y'all. And no different than in a community, watching certain things outside of the community I'm in, but seeing different things, So I want to say thank y'all to all of y'all. I thank y'all for everything you're doing. Okay, every single one of y'all. And I want to dedicate this moment to one person, and it's not who you think. I want to dedicate this to one person because this person get a lot of hate, and the world don't realize how many children he helped save their lives. How many children that felt like they didn't have a parent, that they didn't understand life, and they thought that the life they lived was the end of their lives. But because of the merging of different things in different forms, it taught people that we all fall short. But as long as we believe in God, that we will always make a way. God will always make a way. And so I want to dedicate this moment to Kirk Franklin. For the ones that don't know his story, go look it up. I'm not even going to get deep into it. The thing about it is, in this world, he helped merge. He was the glue. He was the bridge in the gap to help the saints to understand the sinners. For the ones that wanted to believe. He opened doorways for so many artists in the world, so many people in the world, so many churches in the world. Do y'all know if it wasn't for Kirk Franklin, y'all wouldn't even have a congregation right now? Y'all know that? All of y'all churches out here. Because if we were still stuck on the old values, there would be no one in the church. And y'all already seeing that. The only reason why there's so many young ones that's going to churches because of Kirk Franklin bridging the gap. That's it. But y'all pushing these kids away. Y'all pushing the adults away. Y'all pushing them away. But I thank you, Kirk Franklin, for sacrificing your life to help heal so many lives. And I know right now it's like, as a parent, it hurts to know that you went out here to do all of this for all these people, and then sometimes your own family get lost in the sauce. And you don't get to give them all the same love to them. But that people don't realize that you're doing this so that they can be able to spend all the time with their own kids when they get older, when they have kids and their kids have kids. You had to be the sacrifice for your family so they can be able to stay with their family. They don't have to go out here and do all this crazy stuff. They don't have to be out here with the tortures and the weapons and the guns and stuff. I had to do the same thing for mine. People don't want to see that. People just want to look at your personal life, but don't want to look at the lives you changed. So I thank you. I thank you for stomping your way through the chaos that has came into this world. And I thank you for continue opening doors and continue doing things out here in this world. I really thank you for that. You know, people don't realize being in this position is not the easiest, especially when you got kids. I know. I got to talk to my kids through the phone. So I want to thank you. Thank you. And for your kids, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this is the route he had to go. But I promise you, you won't have to go through this route because he paved the way for y'all. So, any moment y'all feel like my father wasn't there, he was there. You may not seen him, but you seen him. And I know sometimes you wish you would have had those moments together, but I promise you, every moment is worth the wait. So continue loving him, continue loving yourself, forgive him for anything that you may feel like may not been the best. But he was taking the test so y'all can be able to relax. Okay? For anyone else in the world, like I said, I thank y'all for what y'all do. If you never been in your kid's life like that, don't stress it. Just start today. That's it. Be honest with your kids and say, hey, I didn't want the responsibility, or I didn't know what to do, or I had things screwed up, or I did something that I ain't think too much about and this happened. Be honest and start anew. That's it. Ain't gonna happen overnight, but one day at a time. Don't make false promises. If you know you can't come and see them every day, don't say I'm gonna come see every day. Just say I'll do what I can. You understand? Because once you put the word promise, they will hold you to it. Be to them the child. Be to them the father you wish that you had in your life. And if you had an amazing father, then own up to it. You understand? Because not every father out here in the world that abandoned their kids had bad parents. I need y'all to understand that as well, because there's some that had amazing parents and still went and got caught up in this world. And I know that, you know, your kids may not want to understand, but just be honest. Truth hurts, but honesty heals. Be honest and take it one day at a time. Ladies, I know that this person may have been hateful towards you, cause issues in your life, but don't think about them. Think about the child. Y'all may not work. You ain't got to hold conversations like that. But don't allow that child to miss out on knowing who their father is if they want to be in their life. You understand? Because one day you're not going to be here. And what if that's the person they got to go to? They don't know them. Allow them to know them. The family and everything. Don't sit there hold grudges anymore. Let that hate go. If they moved on, let it go. It was a lesson that you need to learn. You understand? Allow the fathers to be in their lives. And fellas, if you know that woman was doing right and was taking the heat for you, go apologize. This don't mean y'all need to be together. Go apologize. Do what's right. Because those kids are going to grow up to be just like you. And if you don't like you, then why are you creating another one? So, remember, they are you. Alright? They little mini yous. So, acknowledge that, but remember, they are upgraded versions. So, they might have things that's similar, but allow them to be the difference. And again, for anyone in the world that's out here that is being that strong figure in these kids' life, especially the girls. Y'all guys continue talking to these girls and letting them know what it looked like. What keep teaching them the difference between a predator and a prey. Okay, let them know, hey, I was out in the streets. I know what it is, and I know you want to go out here. I know this. Well, at least if you're going to go in the streets, pay attention to this sign. Pay attention to that sign. Okay? When you're wearing this and wearing that, pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to how you sit down. Pay attention to how you bend over. Pay attention to all these things. Don't be sending these pictures to just every single dude that you in love with. Until you marry them, then that's when you can send your little pictures. Talk to them. Let them know the game that you've been playing. That's the real. For the fathers out here that have boys that have converted over to same sex, still love them. Let them figure out the process. Let them figure it out. Don't sit back and be like, I don't want you no more. Nah, that's your child. That's your child. Remember, if you was communicating with your child, you could have been able to understand your child at an early age. So don't sit back and get mad at them for the decisions they made, because if you was really in their life then and talked to them through the process, you would have understand the process they're in. Hug them, love on them, whatever they want to be, allow them to be that. They will figure it out. They will figure it out. If that's the life they wanted to live, that's what they got to go through, not you, them. You understand me? That's what they got to go through. If they decide to make changes, allow them to make the changes in their own timing. But don't sit back and disown your kids because you don't understand something. Love them for who they want to be. So while they trying to figure out who they want to be, then they'll know where they're going to be. Love on them. This go for everyone around the world. And if I don't care if you are adult. You're adult. If you have a father in your life still, and they trying to communicate. I'm not sitting here saying that you got to force something out. If you've been down that road and you've been trying like I've been, what I went through, that's something different. You know, sometimes you just got to walk away. But at least try. I tried too many times, okay? Go through the spirit. Pray on it. Say, God, I've been down this road a long time. And I know you're telling me to go back on it, but for my life, is this what you want? If you hear me say, yeah, go for it. If you hear me say, yeah, walk away, then walk away. Because this is the thing. Maybe you're the one that been walking to them. Maybe it's time for them to walk to you. Okay? If your kids that they want to know who the father is, be honest. I don't care if you are married to somebody that think that that's their kids. Be honest, because the truth gonna always come to the light. So you might as well go through the process now. So, fathers out here, again, thank you. For the ones that are in and out of your kids' life, pick a side. Pick a side. You don't want people in and out of your life. Don't do that to those kids, because you are training them to be in that world like that. So, if you want things to be right in your life, then be right in their lives. Okay? Yeah. Just do what's right. Okay? Love one another. And if you're not sure what to do, go to the person that you trust in. Alright? Guys, if you're not sure how to be the father, if you got a friend, listen to them. Ask them if they got kids and they in their kids' life. Ask them, say, man, I need some help. I'm about to go get these kids. Can we come to your house? And you help me to figure out how to communicate with them. It's that simple. Because a lot of y'all do have friends that have kids. Say, man, can I bring my kids over? Tell them all, like, look, I need some extra help. I'm going to go over here to my friend's house. His kids, they close. And I need some help. I don't care if you are married and your kids in your life and you still struggling. Hey, I need some help. I don't care if it's the coach at the school. Yes, coaches. Coaches been around a lot of kids and they know how to operate. I don't care if it's the child coach. Hey, coach, look, I see the connection y'all have, and our connection is saying, what is it about him that you see that I don't understand? You understand? Like, I know these things, but I talk a certain way. How do you get to motivate him when he go on the field, when he playing soccer, when he playing football, when he playing baseball? What is it? How do you motivate him? Because the way I do it ain't right. I just yell and scream because I ain't got the patience. So how you do it without doing that? You got all these boys. Stop being afraid to ask for help. Even men can be. Strength is not just saying I'm strong and making that look like you're strong. Strength is being vulnerable enough to say when you need help. That's true strength. You know how strong you have to be to better go to somebody and say, I need help. I'm going through it right now. I need help. That's true strength. So, stop looking at it as a weakness. Weak is when you don't know, when you can't go to someone. That's weakness. Strength is when you can go and say, I need help. Okay? If you, for the ladies, I'm going to say this real quick and I'm about to get off. For the ladies, the one that playing a father role, yes, y'all have created a lot of amazing men out here, but it ain't the same as a male in that child life, because there are things that man or that boy that you had that grown up that ain't gonna understand the same as a female. Okay, so if you can, make sure if it's your cousin, your brother, somebody you trust, allow them to get to feel life as with a man in their life. Okay, and you ain't gotta do it every day, once a week or something like that. Allow your cousin or somebody come around and show them the ropes on things that you cannot show them. Okay, this is how we bridging the gaps. So again, thank y'all, thank everyone. Happy Father's Day. Y'all have an amazing day out there and continue to be great. And if you don't feel like you being great, believe in you, okay? Because greatness is inside of you. So long you believe in that, you'll see the light. Y'all have a blessed one.